Today's video is about the Samsung case, standing case that comes with an S Pen for the Z Fold 4. I have the beige Z Fold 4 and this case is called Sand, and that is the matching color combination. This comes with the case, a stand that attaches to the back of the case, and it also comes with the S Pen. And this is not just a regular S Pen, the passive capacitive type. This actually, the inside screen will recognize this, and you actually have a little button here. You don't have any Bluetooth on here, so you can't do any kind of air gestures, but it does work surprisingly well, and the inside screen recognizes it very well. I'll show you that another time. This is just a review of the case. And this can wirelessly charge, but if you see here, this is a little thick, and this is the charging area. So this is where you'd have to rest it on either a pad, or if you have a stand-up wireless charger, it would rest against there. And the S Pen might keep it far enough away so that it doesn't charge. Mine, like I said, works just fine. If it is an issue, you just have to take this off. The case itself does not block the wireless charge at all. And another good thing about this S Pen that's sticking out a little bit, it is a little bulky, but it does make it very nice when you're opening it up. You can see here it does stick out, and it's actually pretty perfect to be able to grab it and hold it with one hand. It's almost like a little strap there that you can grab and hold it real nice when it's open. So that is a benefit of that. This comes out. This is the S Pen holder with the S Pen in there. It does stay in there pretty tight, so that's not going to come out. Over time it might loosen up, but for now it is actually just fine and stays in there well. And if you don't want to use the S Pen, or if you want to change it up, you could put this in here, and this is the stand. So this side doesn't open. It would have been a good idea if Samsung just had this side that was a little shorter and this one that was longer, so you can get different angles, different viewing angles. But this is the stand that opens, and it actually is kind of delicate. So if you went a little too far, this will pop off. You could pop it back in real easy, but it is just not all that sturdy. And so if you are having it down like this and you're watching a video, that would be fine. But trying to work on it, if you're trying to interact or do the internet or anything like that, it would be a little tough because, like I said, this is just a little delicate. But it also could stand up if you cut it in half here, and you could use it right here. That's a little more sturdy. But if you open it up, like I said, it could just kind of fall back. And every time I close it, I always kind of look at it and make sure I close it the right way. Because if you go it this way, like I said, it will pop off. And I'm sure if you pop it off enough times, it's going to get real loose with time. But that stays on there nice. Now, the other disadvantage of this is that there is no way to lay this flat, which you would think it would be able to. With the S Pen, it definitely can't, because obviously that sticks out quite a bit. And this also does stick out a little bit here. You could see that, so it doesn't lay flat. And then even if you open it, take this out and then try to lay it flat. So there is no way to lay this flat. If I put it down here, it still rocks. So if you wanted to write on this, even just use your finger, you would be rocking it, which is, just a little bit annoying, but that's what it is. Turning to the front, there is a bezel here that sticks up a little bit, and it does protect the screen if you wanted to put it down flat. But it is a little delicate, and it actually, there is some adhesives on here that I took off already and stuck it on there because I thought this was going to be my permanent case. But there's a couple of cons. Like I said, I'm going to go over a little bit more with this and show you the reasons why I might change this case. But this sticks on there, and this pops off pretty easy. So if it were to fall, I don't anticipate this edge staying on there. But also there is a little bit of an issue with the swiping. If you're going from the edge, a little bit, not too bad, and it is off to the side a little bit, so I haven't had much of an issue, but that could be a problem for some people. I just want to let you be aware of that. And then on this is the side here. The button's very easy to get to. It would also be nice if there's maybe just a little more of a tab to open this up, but again, no big deal. And then we got the side here. The hinge is not protected at all, which is a lot of the Fold 4 cases are like that. So if this were to fall, the hinge is pretty sturdy, so it would probably survive the fall, but this is going to get scratched up pretty quickly if it were to fall in any kind of rough surface, which I don't like. I wish that even if there was a little fabric or something that just went across here just to give it a little coverage. This is also not dust resistant, so that if you did get any kind of dust, not sand or you're not going to the beach, but just everyday dust, might get in here over time into the hinge and weaken it a little bit. So I wish there was just a little cover on there. This back is very sturdy, and it does raise and cover the camera lenses, but it doesn't raise it by much. So you could lay it flat, but again, if this fell on any kind of uneven surface, the lenses are not that well protected, so it could take a hit. Also, there's no cushion on this case, so if this were to fall, there's a hard plastic here. I don't know if that's going to protect the glass very good. It may not scratch, but it would probably crack underneath, I would think. Like I said, there's just this hard plastic here. There's just no cushion of anything. So that's what it looks like there. So the back, like I said, it's very hard plastic here, so that it's very sturdy, and it'll definitely protect it. If you're putting it down on anything, it's not going to get scratched at all, except for the hinge, which is completely exposed. But this does protect it for that. For drops, though, I would not rely on this at all for drops, because, again, the corners are covered, but really not protected. There's no kind of cushion here. If this were to fall, it's going to take a very hard hit. And this front piece here, even though there is some adhesives to hold it on there, that could come off very easily, I think. And if it were to bounce a couple of times, this could come off on the first bounce, and then you got the screen that's just going to hit the floor quite hard. So that is the one big negative on this is it's really not any kind of drop protection on here for such an expensive foam, and it is an expensive case, $89 for the case. You do get the case, and you do get the S Pen, and you do get a standing function, which is nice, but it just still should have been a little more protective. I feel like that would have been nice. I do like the case quite a bit. And it is nice that Samsung did give you the option of having the S Pen or a stand on there, and to be able to swap them out, and also just to leave nothing here if you want it as thin as possible. It doesn't add much to the thickness of it unless you add the S Pen on there. The only thing is, like I said, it doesn't give any hinge protection, and it doesn't give a lot of other protection. If this were to fall, this is an expensive phone, and any kind of fall, I don't think this will protect it at all. But it is nice that it does come with the S Pen, so that a lot of these cases are, if you go online, and some of them are $50, $80, $90, and they don't include anything. So at least this has an S Pen that is actually very nice, very easy to hold. It does come in the matching color of the case, and you can get that to match the phone color if you like, or you could have it different if you wanted to do that. But the beige, this is the sand color and the beige phone, and that looks real nice. There's Then the only other disadvantage, as it's obvious here, when you put the S Pen in here, this sticks out quite a bit, and it's already a very thick phone, and then you're adding a lot more bulk to it. Might have been, I know on the Fold 3s, they had an option where the S Pen was on the edge, which might have been better, because this is a very narrow phone, so having it on the edge would probably be better. There's some cases that have that, because you already have a thick phone, and you don't really want to make it any thicker. But otherwise, this is a nice case. Like I said, it's just not that durable for drops, and no hinge protection. That's kind of the big thing. So that's the case. Like I said, I like the sand color that this is. It matches the beige color of the Z Fold 4, and the case feels very solid. Like I said, it's just a little bit of the durability issue. If you drop this, it doesn't give the phone that much protection. But the case itself is very nice. It comes with the S Pen. It has the stand here that has been working out fine. It's a little delicate, but it's still fine. No issues with using it as long as you work within the limitations of it. And it does come with the device to remove the tip, and it has 3 tips in there. As long as you don't lose this, that would be nice. And that's it. If there's any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if you made it this far, please subscribe and hit that bell so you get some notifications when I come out with a new video. I'm going to have some more reviews on the Z Fold 4 and some tips and tricks and some other things that I found out about it. So if you're interested, like I said, please hit the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.